Outback Motortek has brought out a GPS and phone mount for the Kove 800. I'm going to go through and look at the parts that come with the kit, how it installs on the bike, and some changes that have happened from the original manual that's still online to help anyone who's got the upgraded kit and isn't sure how to install it. If you're new to wrenching on your bikes and you're looking to start out with something pretty easy, this is the perfect project for you. It will get you familiar with pulling apart parts off the bike, using Loctite, looking for torque specs. And as always, I don't provide torque specs or where to use Loctite. Don't pay attention to my installation in terms of where I used Loctite because I didn't use any. This is a demo bike that we're doing the install on, and this is all being removed after shooting. And for anyone new to adventure riding who maybe hasn't seen something like this before, these are like accessory bars. So you can mount GPSs to them, you can put a phone mount to them. Some bikes actually come with them. If it doesn't come with your bike, it's usually an accessory people look to add rather than having a mount on their bars. Included in the kit will be a left and right bracket, a center bracket, the cross member, 4 bevel head bolts, 2 assembled bolts that are Allen, have 2 washers and a nylock, 2 washers, 2 standard Allen bolts, and 2 spacers. And for tools for disassembly and installation, for disassembly, we're going to need a T25. That's going to take off the windscreen. And then you'll need a T30, either on a screwdriver or on a ratchet. And that's going to take off the front plastic cowl beneath the windscreen. And then for installation, we'll need a number 4 Allen, 5 Allen, 10 mil wrench, and just some differences from the installation manual. This may just be an updated set. I think they've done a good job in doing this. On the installation manual, these spacers are actually separate. So they've attached them now to the left and right brackets, so you don't need to worry about where they are and why they don't exist in the kit, because they're already on the brackets. The cross member also, I think before, was already assembled, so this came as a full frame, but I'll show you how that goes. So I recommend pre-assembling everything and just leaving it loose like we've done with other Outback stuff in the past. This is the exploded view of what it looks like when it's assembled. So the 2 long bolts going down within here. The assembled one that comes in the kit goes for the cross bracket. And then I use the larger of the washers up top so that this unit can slide up and down for adjustment. And I did end up with 2, I believe, M6 washers extra. I don't know where they go. So if you know where they go, post below. I can't find anywhere. And for orientation of the brackets, because there's a step to them, they step up and you want to make sure that the bar that's going to take the cross piece is on the outside of the screen. So if this was incorrectly placed, you see it conflicts. So there is only one way for it to go. So let's start disassembly with the T25 and just make sure you don't lose any of the plastic washers. Next, we have to remove the 4 bolts here, holding this front cowl on, and that uses your T30. Then using the number 4 Allen, everything's relatively loose. You just put it on and then insert each of the 4 long tapered bolts and just progressively put them in. Make sure not to cross thread. And then with the number 5 Allen, you can tighten up the rest of it. And then for the cross member, I'd probably leave this loose until you figure out what's going to go here, or not necessarily loose, but don't worry about its position because it's going to have to be adjusted. after the screen goes on to suit whatever you're putting there. So I'd probably just leave it in the top position. Give it a little bit of a snug down and then to finish things off, we'll install the rest of the bolts and plastic washers for the screen. Again, don't forget your plastic washers. And just watch being too tight on this and cracking the screen. And if you're new to our community and installing something like this on your bike, looking to install something like a GPS, and you want to have really clean wiring through the cowl, we do a video that I will link somewhere here. You'll see it pop up. And that'll show you how to access more than what we cover in this installation, where we pull the plastic panels off, and how you can access back behind the dash. And then you can route your cabling nice and clean and nobody will see it.